Greetings to the wonderful students in PMIN897, the D.Min project design. As you know, I refer to this as the 897 experience. Since it's the candidacy phase of your doctoral program, we've had 1 week down and we've already jumped into some very important work together. So I wanted to be able to come by this evening and welcome you to week 2 of Module 1. You remember that Module 1 is 2 weeks long, focused with that very important issue of your research question. And we're going to continue on that pathway this coming week. First of all, in terms of Module 1, you remember there are research question and research resources available to you. The big idea is that you no doubt have been taking notes, reading, writing down notes as you go for some time, some of you maybe months. And so this, we're moving into a situation where it's an opportunity for you to review those notes, kind of organize them, and begin to put it all together with a research focus very specifically in mind. So in week 1, we dealt with a statement of the problem question very, very specifically. And so that was certainly true in our week 1 announcement. But of course, then we had in week 1, the first Zoom consultation, which unpacked that assignments very specifically. So I recorded it. There is a video recording, an audio recording, a PDF of the PowerPoint presentation that I used available for you in course resources. And so here we are, week 2 of Module 1. The first assignment is the annotated bibliography, which I will say a bit more about here in a moment. The annotated bibliography is just kind of it's a research prompt, to be honest. It's maybe true that you already have all the resources that you would need for this assignment, but it's a place for you to begin to think again about, okay, what are the relevant resources for me, given the direction and the focus of my research. I'm also asking you for a sample academic paper. Now, this is not a graded per se assignment. No, this is a pass-fail exercise, as you know, in 897. And so what are considered to be graded assignments are really, they're incomplete assignments. But I have to be able, for Blackboard to work, I have to be able to post a grade. So I always post, if it's complete, a 100%, but it will show up simply as complete. And that's what we are all looking for. And so the annotated bibliography will work that way. The sample academic paper will not. Now, let me tell you why I'm asking for that. I want to be able to look at what you have done. Give me what you considered one of your best research papers from the past, because it's going to tell me a little bit of how I may serve you. Since this 897 experience is designed to prepare you for 899 and the conduct of your ministry project and the composition, of course, of your dissertation, I want to be able to see, okay, what can I do to help each of these students as best as I can be prepared? And so I'm going to give attention to some of those details. I'm not going to provide a detailed feedback for you on your paper, but I might say, you know what, you might give more attention to the Turabian 9th edition guidelines for footnotes, or you might give more attention to how you have the default settings set up in Microsoft Word. Or, by the way, did you use Grammarly before you submitted this assignment, etc.? And so it's going to, there is a link in assignments for you to turn in a paper. It's just to help me help you. And so I probably will, again, Blackboard's going to want me to give them give Blackboard a grade. So I'll probably give it a grade, but it's not going to factor in anywhere. It's not something that will be looked for to be complete in this class. It's just designed to help me be as helpful to you as I possibly can. So what is the annotated bibliography assignment? Of course, we're assuming Turabian always. And the bibliography is between the footnotes and the bibliography, we have probably, 80% of our concerns when it comes to a Turabian. This is a scholarly research opportunity, a prompt, really. And it could be that you've already done all of this. So it's just going to be a matter of pulling out from all of your research notes, etc., what might be relevant. So I'm going to be looking at both quality and quantity. Of course, quality when it comes to research has everything to do with its academic scholarly benefit and whether or not it was originally found in that context. Well, quantity is going to be very specific. So for in this assignment, we're looking for 6 books in this annotated bibliography. And when I say books, I mean monographs. A monograph is simply an academic book that only addresses one issue, one subject. We're going to look for 6 dissertations that are relevant to your area. We're going to look for 6 journal articles, periodical articles. Of course, the benefit of a peer-reviewed journal article is so very, very important when it comes to the quality of your background research. And so you're going to kind of put that into a document, of course, make sure it's formatted in terms of Turabian. Annotation means probably just 2 sentences, maybe 3 sentences to summarize why you think that source is beneficial to you, and post your document to the discussion forum. Then there will be an opportunity, of course, I'll go in once again and interact with you as well, but there will be an opportunity for other members of your group to interact with one another. I think it's helpful. Some of you, in fact, will gain insights into some sources that may end up being helpful to you, useful to you when you looked at the information that's given to you in this assignment. So it's just designed to get you thinking in very specific and focused ways on the research process that you no doubt have been doing, but also will continue to do in this class, in this 897 experience. I want to give you a quick sense of what's upcoming, not to unpack it in any detail, but to let you know what is happening in Module 2. Module 2 will be a 3-week module, and the focus will be on the summary of the literature, which is one of the 2 major sections of your proposal. And so we'll take some time, when we come to week 3, I'll take some time to introduce this assignment. And then we'll have a very specific Zoom consultation on the evening of January the 23rd, where I will unpack all of the details of the summary of the literature assignment. And hopefully that will be helpful. I'm aware that some of you, even in PMIN897, did some work on a lit review, so no doubt you are almost all the way there when it comes to this assignment. And so I'm looking forward to working together with you, but that's coming up. Let's continue to focus on our research question and research process, research resources in Module 1. Now, I love the idea of just going out and gathering information. Gathering stuff that you have read in books, in dissertations, in peer-reviewed journal articles, and you're just keeping a lot of notes. You're writing a lot of notes, typing a lot of notes, but ultimately they need to be put together in some kind of an organized form, and that's what we're going to begin doing in this 897 experience. So your annotated bibliography will be an important part of that. And then when we jump ultimately into the summary of the literature, that will be extremely important as well. So all of this, we're kind of taking baby steps forward. Once again, my encouragement to you is I think all the work in 897 can be done easily in one semester. You just have to stay focused. Hopefully, life doesn't happen to you sideways. I had a wonderful experience in the fall with a good brother from Louisiana whose wife ended up fighting cancer, and with some good days and bad days, he ended up with a knee replacement during the semester, completed all the work in 897, and now has an assigned chair, etc. It was just amazing. So my view was, if this brother can do it, really almost anybody can do it. So we're going to just charge forward. We have a couple of great continuing students with us this semester. I'm encouraged by the fact that they should have every opportunity to finish this process, and I'm looking forward to crossing the finish line with them. So be sure to let me know if you have any questions this week. It's going to be a great week. God bless you, everybody. Just have a great week too.